distinguished guests, respected colleagues and dear friends, myself Crispin.
And I am Meera.
On this momentous occasion, we extend a very warm welcome to all of you gathered here today for the 10th anniversary celebration of the ICT Academy of Kerala. With immense pleasure, we celebrate a decade of ICT Academy of Kerala's excellence, innovation and transformative impact in education and skill development.
Today, as we reflect on our journey, we are grateful for the unwavering support of our stakeholders, our board members, partners, and the entire ICTAK Academy. Your dedication and commitment have been instrumental in shaping ICT Academy of Kerala into what is it today, a beacon of knowledge and opportunity.
This evening promises to be filled with inspiring moments as we highlight our achievements and honor those who have played pivotal roles in our success. We have a lineup of distinguished guests, special recognitions that underscores our collaborative spirit and share visions for the future.
To share our stakeholder experiences, let's welcome Mr. Sai Adwaith Krishnamurthy, distinguished partner, EY, and an industry leader, for sharing his experience on EmpowHER with ICT Academy of Kerala. Welcome, Mr. Sai Adwaith Krishnamurthy.
Good evening, all of you. Thanks for this opportunity, ICT Academy. So I am Binu Shankar, part of the EY Global Delivery Service team. I thought I'll just put up a small intro before Sai steps in. So just to give the larger context of a stakeholder in this ecosystem. So ICT Academy, we worked with ICT Academy for the last 10 years. It was an amazing journey, an exceptional, ecosystem building together. So we've done multiple programs with ICT, and all our volunteers, close to around 500 people, have collaborated with ICT as volunteers and mentors in the last 10 years. And many programs we have done. So I request Sai to come over and speak about a program which we have done for the career break women in Kerala, which has touched more than 400 women in the last 3 years. So with you, Sai.
Thanks, Binu. Good evening, everybody. Thank you, first of all, for having me here. Extremely excited to be part of this event today. I remember being here about, it was about 4 to 6 months back, I think, when I remember Murli presenting the journey in terms of what ICT has accomplished, right, in terms of with startups, or for that matter with educational bodies, and what we have done in terms of skill development. You absolutely have achieved a lot, right, in these last couple of years. From an EY standpoint, I have had the opportunity to closely collaborate with ICT over the last 4 years over a program called as Career Reinstate, right. As part of this program, what we do is we look at women professionals who have had career breaks for over 5 years. We provide them the training in the practice that I lead, which is technology risk as with EY. And we kind of, post the training, we ensure that we absorb them, right? We partner with ICT, ICT does the identification, ICT conducts all the trainings, right? And then after that we absorb them, give them internship, and then take them in. As of date, over the last 4 years, we have trained close to about 300 professionals, women professionals in Kerala. And we have absorbed close to about 180, 190 professionals in EY, right? And this is, seriously, it's an achievement. If you thought of women professional, right, who have career breaks because of their personal milestones, and to come back into the work environment, it's extremely difficult. They generally do not get back into their line of work, nor do they get an opportunity to explore their career in a depending on their skills, and they're significantly skilled. All the women professionals that I have hired in EY, they're tremendous performers. They are extremely excited to be able to contribute back, right, and ensure that they are able to add value. So what we are achieving with ICT is a big deal. It's actually a template, and thanks ICT for your partnership. I think over the last 4 years, we have literally created a proper template, right, of public-private partnership. It's a template, frankly, if I were to kind of look at, if you thought of it's a template that can be taken by any particular organization, and it kind of gives you a glide path in terms of how we can actually achieve something, bigger than what we want to, right? If we kind of came together. So if you think of it, if an institution, if industry, institution, and government really collaborate with intent, right? The impact that we can make, the difference that we can make to people as well as society is significant. And this is the template that we have actually created for ensuring that we are able to kind of bring back women into regular business. So again, thanks a lot. I think thanks for having me here. I wish you all the very best and success in terms of what you do in the future as well. And I look forward to partner further. I think in EY itself, we are going to leverage this template to do a lot more, right? Under the same banner and under the same program. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Mr. Binu Shankar and Sai Adwaith Krishnamurthy, for sharing this experience. Now, let's welcome Mr. Biju Parameswaran, Program Head, Young Innovators Program, to share his experience on YIP, which has created an impact in the state of Kerala.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I represent the government of Kerala's body called Kerala Development and Innovation Strategy Council, KDISC. So we anchor a program for the youth of Kerala called Young Innovators Program. Now, why Young Innovators Program or YAP? What is it all about? I'll try to briefly tell. So the idea is, given Kerala's unique challenges in terms of geography and second generation issues, we need to have innovation as a driver for the developmental needs, as compared to other states which are more into investment-led development. Innovation and the generation of the knowledge society is what is vital for Kerala. A few years back, the then finance minister had declared that Kerala will transition to a knowledge economy. So one of the ways we are getting there is to create an ecosystem of innovation, so that we create more, the people become job givers rather than job seekers. And also a few things like creating centers of excellence out of higher education institutions, then embracing digital technologies and skilling. So this is the four-pronged strategy. Now YAP is a program little ahead of its time, I would proudly say. It is certainly one of the largest innovation programs in the country. It started in 2018, and so far we have made at least 500,000 students part of this process. They have been through this. And it encompasses from the 8th standard up to all the way up to research students of the age of 37. So you have the whole entire gamut. And the point here is ICT Academy has been our partner right from the beginning. And they do very crucial role in this journey, partnering with us. KDISC has partners in Kerala Startup Mission, who of course do the technical mentoring as well as the the hand-holding and incubation for students who have completed the innovation journey. It's like a phased selection process, everything over a period of time. A YAP can go up to 3 years. So we are now in the 7th cohort, which just started. So what happens is, there is this central platform through which a lot of things happen. So digital platform is at the core of it, and that is built by ICT Academy. And the training which is being given for the students in this journey at various stages in terms of design thinking or aspects of how to do a stakeholder survey. So design thinking is very critical to this one. We encourage the students to solve real world problem solving in 30. As of now, it is 30 identified themes like agriculture, animal husbandry, problems of elderly, energy, renewables, etc., etc. So this is where the students need to pour their energies in. And like the previous speaker mentioned, it's very important to note that it's a confluence of academia, industry, and the government. So that's what you call the triple helix model. The model which very successfully was implemented in the Silicon Valley, later China, etc. It's exactly the same that we are doing. And as far as structure is concerned, YAP is modeled after the National Science Foundation program of the US, which of course has the objective of churning out Nobel laureates with billions of dollars funding. We don't have that scale of resources, but the attempts are in that direction, and it's been showing a good progress. I would say exponential growth in terms of participation of the students. Now we are trying to mainstream this into the education, especially the school level. This year we made some inroads into the curriculum at the teachers training level, starting from the summer vacation. And we would like to have these concepts of design thinking, everything very much integrated with the syllabus. As you all know, the KTU, Kerala Technology University, for example, has revamped the curriculum and all the elements of design thinking. And the thing is, it's all about real world problem solving. Nowadays, employers are not very bothered about rote learning. So they would like students to demonstrate some what do you call RWPS, and then again problem-based learning approach, situational learning, all those kind of things. So ICT Academy on its part has been very dynamic and adapting to these changes. I mean, it's all about how well you adapt to the very disruptive changes happening in the world of technology and skills. So I would especially mention some names here. Like we have been very constantly dealing with the technology head, Dr. Srikanth, and Dr. Manoj is there, who himself is an innovator with several patents. So he is heading the training activities for us. And then we have we deal with Harish on the creative side, and the present CEO has been very supportive of us. Mr. Muralidharan and Santosh groups are also in the past. So I've had the pleasure of working with all these ICT champions, and I wish all the success in the journey ahead. 10th year is a very significant milestone, and I think you should all be proud of the work that you have done, and wish you continued successes and greater heights. Thank you.
For sharing your experience. We'll now have Professor Abel George from Baselios College of Engineering and Technology to share his experience on serving the academia with ICT Academy of Kerala. Please welcome Professor Abel George.
A very warm good evening to one and all present here. Thank you ICT for coordinating the session and inviting a few people from academy also. We are one stakeholders who actually benefit a lot from the ICT Academy. I'll tell you why. Because we do have so many infrastructures like ICT for giving proper trainings to students, you know it. But ICT stands different for we people from academia. Why? Because they normally bring programs which involves CSR fund. And academicians, it's very easy to push these programs to students when CSR fund is there, because we don't want to ask them any training fees for these programs. So that is one thing. I mean, normally ICT, I've associated so many programs with ICT regarding this, these kind of programs. I would like to mention one example that we were very closely associated with ICT. First of all, I'm very sorry. I'm Abel George. I am the Training and Placement Officer of Baselios College at Trivandrum. I'm there for 1 year, and I was working at Marine Engineering College before that. When I was in Marine Engineering College, we had a program that was a CSR extension from Cognizant. Okay, that was an RPA training program, especially for women. And before also sir said that, from EY sir said that they are concentrating more on empowering women, and this was also one program related to that. So when Deepa ma'am took it to us, we were very happy to raise it to students because it was completely free of cost. It was a 20 days program, and mostly it was on Saturdays and Sundays to cover the whole syllabus. Initially, I shared it with students. I told them this is RPA. I told them what is RPA, everything. I told them where do they get opportunities, which all companies can recruit you if you know these kind of technology. And surprisingly, even though the fees was nothing, zero, surprisingly the registrations was very poor. I would say less than 10. I told to Deepa ma'am, we'll drop it ma'am, I'm very sorry, it is not going to happen. And she was the only person, she came back and she told she will arrange extra sessions to make sure that these people know what is RPA. She did that, we tried our level best, and we had somewhere around 41 registrations from Marine Engineering College after that. So that was a tremendous change. From less than 8 to 41 is something great. And again, ICT Academy told me that tell to students that around 80% attendance is mandatory, when it was only 65% mandatory. So they will always keep something a little bit higher, and I told to students that it is 90% mandatory attendance, and still we got somewhere around 70% for all the students, and we were very happy with that. And I have not shared this with Deepa ma'am or others from ICT Academy. I'll tell you, this happened last year, and those students were 2024 graduates. And all those 41 students, all single 41 girls from that batch got placed in a few companies, and we are very, very, very happy. And those girls who attended ICT training has given personal feedbacks on ICT that most of their these topics that were taught, it was not only RPA, there was some soft skill training also in the later part of this training. So they said that those training was so helpful, and it was helpful when they went to attend their interview. So I'm very happy to see that. And out of that 41, around 10 students were placed in proper RPA itself. So very happy. That's easy for me to take it back to college again, because we have an end result. That is the main thing here. We have an end result, and it was very easy for me to take it back again. As I said, I am working currently at Baselios College, and I repeatedly call Deepa ma'am to come to Baselios and again push a little more, so that we can have such programs. Very happy with associating with ICT. I would also like to thank especially Santosh sir, Srikumar sir, all here, because Santosh, see, I am very new to Trivandrum. I was not a part of Trivandrum. I joined Trivandrum by 2020. I was completely in Idiki district. I was working in Idiki. When I came to Trivandrum, it was completely COVID. I came to Trivandrum on 2020 March, and you know it is completely locked down. So it was very tough for me to get some connects here, and Santosh sir was one connect I got, and he was very happy. He didn't look into any kind of ego matters there. He was very happy to associate with us, and I'm very happy that we worked together. So in all, I'm very happy to be partnering with ICT, and I would also like to continue the same. You are helping students a lot. And as I know, this is a non-profit kind of organization. Very happy to see that. And you're also working in that same way. Thank you. Thank you for the trainers also that you have arranged. Thanks a lot. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Professor Abel, for sharing your experience. Now, let's welcome Mr. Ankit Aggarwal, founder and CEO of Unstop. Ankit is a dynamic leader and innovator in competitive talent engagement and hiring. Please welcome Mr. Ankit Aggarwal.
Okay, good evening everyone. First of all, a big round of applause and congratulations to ICT Academy for completing 10 years. I think that's the reason why we are here. So congratulations to each one of you. At Unstop, Unstop is derived from a belief that every talent needs to be unstoppable, and that's why we basically used Unstop. There are only two aspects which we believe are very, very critical for the talent market in general. One is employability, which is upskilling, reskilling, or whatever you would want to call it. And the second is employment, effectively. And we believe if both done together and very, very nicely, this has the potential to impact the state GDP as well as the overall country GDP in a significant manner. What we do at Unstop and why I'm very, very pleased that we are starting this new partnership with ICT. We help bridge the gap between employers, students, as well as the colleges, because these are the three big pillars in this whole ecosystem. And I'll give you certain examples so that you sort of understand what I'm trying to say. So when Walmart launched their capability centers in India, they were looking to hire close to about 100 female coders, and this is about not launch but just after launch, about 2 years back or so. And that this is true for majorly other MNCs as well. They were looking at recruiting from only the top tier institutes like IITs, NITs or so, but they were not able to recruit the complete mandate as such. And then they reached out to Unstop and they said that, would you be able to help us reach out to every female coder in India? Mind you, this year, the engagement that we have done, 96,000 female coders across pan-India applied in a matter of 12 days to be part of Walmart, Global Tech India, and at packages or north of 25 lakhs LPA. And I'm happy to say that across the whole engagement, Walmart was able to recruit more than 250 plus female coders pan-India, and that was the first time where, as per our information, they sent out an email globally that if you want female coders, we have it now, don't come to us later. I think that's the power that we are trying to create, and many of those were from Kerala state. The idea for us is that all of these top recruiters, be it Flipkart, Reliance, Tata Sons that work with us, they cannot go to every college, every city to identify the right talent for them. And that's the task that we have taken to figure out how do we ensure that the students of Kerala have all the opportunities that they need to be part of these global and Indian organizations. While we do that, because we work with all of them, we know what kind of skills are required for them to actually crack their preliminary assessments and to crack those jobs. And that's where we have also partnered with ICT to ensure that we are able to upskill each and every student, lakhs of students in Kerala across thousands of colleges, to figure out how Unstop and ICT together can pave a way for their development and indirectly increasing GDP of the state. Thank you so much.
Welcome Mr. Sai Adwaith Krishnamurthy from EY. We request our chairman, Dr. Tony Thomas, to hand over the memento to Mr. Sai. Next, I would like to welcome Mr. Ankit Aggarwal, founder and CEO of Unstop. Thank you, Mr. Tony. Now we request our CEO, Mr. Muralidharan Manigal, to hand over the memento to Mr. Biju Parameswaran from YIP. Now let's welcome Professor Abel George from our Baselios College of Engineering and Technology to receiving the memento. Thank you, Mr. Tony and Mr. Murali.